this is Devin. Just letting you know, this is a new show we got going on. It's called Writing Prompt Wednesday. I'm going to go onto the website Reddit, and I'm going to go to the sub R Writing Prompts. From there, I'll choose randomly a post, and I'll write a little on that post and read it to you guys. May do one, may do two, just see how long it takes. Alright. I'm on the sub, moving my screen up and down, not looking, and alright, I got a prompt from The Evil Within. That's the name of the person who put it up, the_evil_within. And it's a lone dying angel crashes to Earth and notifies humanity that heaven and hell have annihilated each other. Alright, I'm going to go to this prompt, and I'm going to write something, and I'll share it with you guys as soon as I'm done. Alright guys, finished it. Now I'm going to read it to you. The day we learned about heaven and hell's existence was the same day we learned that they no longer exist. John, the angel who fell from the sky and delivered this message, is no longer around. Shamed by the defeat, he cut off his wings and fled in disgrace to a remote part of the earth, and no one has seen him since. Needless to say, people took the news in very different ways. Those of us who were non-believers swallowed a very bitter pill, but then realized we were in the same boat we had already thought we were in. The devout were at first jubilant, until the realization hit them like a ton of bricks, having lived their whole lives in a way to please God to get into heaven, only to discover that they had wasted a great deal of their lives living that way. Once everyone got over the initial shock of the revelation, that's when the parties started. Huge parties broke out, coming to the conclusion that nothing mattered anymore because they were no longer being judged for getting into heaven. They all started throwing crazy parties in the middle of big cities. The world came to a halt. After about a month of partying, everyone just stopped performing their duties and partied all the time, constantly. Then the riots began. Having already realized that they didn't need to do anything good anymore because heaven didn't exist, so there was no real reason for good behavior anymore, people started rioting and killing. This is when everyone started getting out of the cities. It has been 2 years since all of this began, but it felt like decades. Things are much different. There are few to no running cars anymore. Everyone stopped doing their jobs, like collecting oil, and so everyone's reserves only lasted so long, meaning everyone walks around again. No one is printing money anymore, so currency has reverted back to trading goods. I am one of a group of 40 people, or it was 3 days ago. Now it's more like 15. We had built lives for ourselves outside the cities. We had found little towns that had been abandoned and taken over the houses in them and started farming. But with resources getting scarcer, the city folks started moving out farther and farther away until finally they caught up with us and stole our resources, burning our houses and farms. The 15 of us that got out all fled farther away from the country and found another settlement. Into the country and found another settlement. One that looked fairly normal. They brought us in, gave us food, shelter, and clothes. They did so much for us, but then the city folk showed up again. We are walking now and can still see the flames burning in the chilly black sky. We have decided that the only place that they won't bother us is in the mountains. There are tales about the mountain, that it may have a fertile farmland halfway up the mountain, side in a lush valley. But there are other stories too, like the ones that say demons that survived the war live up there and do not like visitors. But what choice do we have? So we decided that in the morning we will climb the mountain and hope for the best. This is a little bit more of a depressing one. Sorry about that, guys. But this is a weekly thing I'm gonna do called Writing Prompt Wednesday. I think I'm gonna do it every Wednesday, obviously. If there are any stories or prompts you want me to do, put them in the comments, and I'll probably do yours before I go to Reddit. So yeah, I'm going to post this. It is under that post I was saying, let me read the title again for you. A lone dying angel crashes to Earth and notifies humanity that heaven and hell have annihilated each other. And once again, that was posted by the_evil_within. And I'm going to post this, and my name is Luxter56 on Reddit. So that's the one that's mine, plus I just read it to you. And other than that, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you want, upvote, downvote my story, as you see fit, and